Shakur Stevenson, former WBO, WBC 130-pound champion, should be getting a unanimous decision victory over Robson Conceicao. It was an ugly fight. For one, I expect that Shakur Stevenson is going to get a lot of shit on social media for all of the low blows, potential low blows, and the castration of Robson Conceicao and the referee who just was letting the shit ride. He did give Shakur Stevenson one warning. Later on, deducted Shakur Stevenson a point for throwing Robson Conceicao kind of like a hip toss, like shoulder toss, onto the canvas. But one thing that's probably going to follow, another thing that's probably going to follow Shakur around is, and they're on commercial break here, what's probably going to follow him around is he's 18-0 with 9 KOs. He's about to move to 19-0 with 9 KOs, is the lack of ability to be able to stop fighters. You know, yeah, he'll stop like lower level fighters. He did stop Jermell Herring, though. You know, this win over Jeremiah Nakafila has aged well. But it looked like, you know, it looked as though if he really wanted to, or if he just, you know, I don't know, I can't say if he wanted to. It just, you know, it looked like there was a possibility that maybe Conceicao could have been stopped. But is the extra gear missing, or does he just not have the power? Also, Shakur Stevenson is very hittable. Is he only hittable because he was playing a pressure fighter? You know, and he had to try to stop Conceicao, which he didn't, to try to put on a show for the fans. You know, the fight took place in his hometown, Newark. 10,000 fans were in attendance. Was he getting hit so much because he was trying to, like put on a show for the fans? Because he's moving up to 135 now. You can't do that in the division with guys like Tank Davis, Vasil Lomachenko, Isaac Cruz, Michelle Rivera, Devin Haney, George Kambosos. Remember, Ryan Garcia is now competing at 140 pounds if him and Tank Davis don't happen. But basically, he said he's done with 135. Teofimo Lopez is now at 140. And the other question is, who does Shakur Stevenson fight next? A lot of potential names. Then we're talking about potential names that can happen under the top ranked banner. Because let's face it, Shakur Stevenson, this was great for him to bring in 10,000 plus. And the main event ain't running to fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 12:30 right now. It was great, for him to get those 10,000 there, but he's not a household name, and he's not known as being the most exciting fighter. You see what I'm saying? So who does he fight next? It ain't going to be no, Tank Davis or nothing like that. So let's be realistic. The winner of Vasil Lomachenko versus Jermaine Ortiz, which is happening on October the 29th, or the loser of that, Jermaine Ortiz. Zaire Abdulayev, he won a final eliminator against Jorge Linares long ago. Or do they dust off Jorge Linares and pull him out there? We're going to listen to Shakur Stevenson. Let's listen to the cards. Turn it up. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe, and teach your controversy.
Live from here in Newark on the ESPN app, ESPN Plus. Let's get the official decision with Mark Sonoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside Prudential Center, we go to the judges' scorecards for the Bud Light Celebration decision. Lynn Carter has the bout 117-109. John Signorile has the bout 118-108. And Steve Weisfeld has the bout 117-109 for your winner by unanimous decision, Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson, welcome home. Unanimous decision win. Keep in mind when you hear those scores, there was a point deduction. He landed a career high 199 punches, a career high of body punches landed 75, including the knockdown that was scored. Enjoy the rest of your night, including Sports Center right now. We'll see you on the State of Boxing.
I hate when they do that. You have to let me tell you what you got to do to watch the post-fight show, to listen to the post-fight interviews. You got to go through, you got to go to the State of Boxing, because they just cut it, and you got to listen to the post-fight shit. You got to go, look, where's it at? Look, where's it at? It was just here. Here you go. Like, I hate that you got to do this through the ESPN Plus app, because if you're watching on regular ESPN, it goes directly to SportsCenter. So in order to listen to the post-fight interview, you got to open up a whole different feed on ESPN Plus. Like, that's whack. Whack and shit.
Lots of reaction from the crowd.
See, look, it's not even on. Look. Does it say the post show? Look, and it's not even on. It's not even on. You're killing me. So now I gotta play fucking tiddlywinks to try to find like the post-fight show. I'm like, bro, whack. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't control these things. I've been bitching about this for a while. It's like they should have it lead in. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. They're giving me a hard time. Rolly could sell a fight with Shakur. Yeah, but Rolly is a high asset now to PBC. He ain't going nowhere. All right, let's listen in. Here we go. We made it. All right, we made it. Let's rewind back. I would love to see the Rolly fight. Come on, man. All right, there we go. Hold on. All right, there we go.
Undefeated, improves to 19-0. Wasn't the way you expected it coming in. What was it like once you got in here to a record crowd of 10,107 fans who came to see Newark's own Shakur?
I just want to start off by saying I want to thank God for putting me in this position, and without him, none of this would be possible. But I had a long week. I killed myself to make weight. All I wanted to do was come in here and perform, and I did everything I could to do that.
How were you able to set that aside? Because I know you're big on social media. Did you even check? Did you even care what was on there? Because I know you get motivated, but it also can be a detractor for a young person like yourself.
Now I'm locked in. Tell everybody stay over there where they at. If they want to go to a different side, hate me for growing or gaining weight, that's on them. But if anybody got a problem with me, tell them stay where they at. I'm going to keep going up.
You are going to keep going up. You just sent a message to the guys at 135 pounds. What was that?
I'm just a dominant individual. Even with me versus him and the ref, I did everything I could to try to beat him up as much as I can. He held me the whole night, but I did everything I could.
Why was it so hard to get him out of there? It seemed like you had an opportunity. You told us in the fighter meeting, after 6, I think I can go get him, but he withstood your onslaught.
I think that he was doing a lot of holding whenever I got to the inside. As soon as I get on the inside, he'll grab me. And I think that was part of the reason, but other than that, he real awkward and he real tough, so he know how to survive.
Now talk to me about what this crowd gave you this evening.
They gave me an enormous amount of energy. I love Newark, and I appreciate Newark for coming out here and supporting me. I love y'all so much. Without y'all, I wouldn't be who I am, and I'm going to keep working hard for y'all every day.
What do you think about Conceicao taking this fight? He could have walked away from here, taken his money, and not stepped into the ring.
Respect to him, but I mean, everybody want that kind of paycheck, so I feel like the paycheck was part of the reason. They could say whatever they want, but I respect them for taking the fight still, but the paycheck was part of the reason.
Your style tonight, you were combative, you were in there, in the pocket. What were you trying to show?
Lou Duva drinking his Friday night screwdrivers.
He kept grabbing, holding. He didn't really want to fight. I wanted to fight.
135 pounds. You're in there now. Names like Haney, names like Cambosis, Loma, Tank. What do those guys mean to you?
Shout out to all my Puerto Rican fans. I love y'all too. I appreciate y'all for supporting me and taking me in like I'm one of y'all child too. But other than that, everybody at 135 got to get it.
I want to be taken in by the Puerto Ricans.
You were a champion. You stepped on that scale a champion. You stepped off that scale no longer a champion. So there's only one champ right now. Who do you want and when do you want him?
We got to fight the champ. Set it up. Me and Devin, we could lock in. After he fight Kambosos, let's get it on.
He's got Loma probably after that. Is that a fight that interests you if he's able to get past that?
I'll fight Lomachenko too.
All right. And just finally, this week was
he
difficult.
talking that talk.
What did you learn about yourself?
That I'm tough. Even through my hard times, I still find a way to push through. With everything going on, I pushed through the whole time, and I kept it going. So I learned that I'm real tough.
Thank you very much. Shakur Stevenson improves to 19-0. Joe, guys, we send it up to you for the State of Boxing.
Thank you very much, Bernard.
You know, so, you know, he want to fight the top guys, but will he be able to get them? One thing you can rely on is that Top Rank at least tries to make the fights. At least, you know, like when guys call each other out under that stable, they do eventually go to try to fight each other. But I don't think he's going to get Loma or Haney next. I think that Haney's going to beat George Kambosos. By the way, Big J is going to be at Haney Kambosos too in Australia. I think Haney's going to beat Kambosos. And then Haney and Loma are going to fight. And Shakur Stevenson gets the winner of that. If Haney decides to stay at 140, I don't think Loma's going to move up to 135. I mean, if Haney decides to stay at 135, I don't think Loma's going to move up to 140. But in the meantime, who does he fight at 135? I think it's going to be, here's the logical names for his first fight at 135. Logical names. I don't think it's going to be George Kambosos. I think maybe Zaire Abdulayev, Yvonne Mendy, Jermaine Ortiz, if he loses to Loma. Masayoshi Nakatani. Let's see who's in the WBO. I think those are the logical names. Wild cards are Jose Pedraza, if he wants to move back down, or Richard Comey, if he wants to move back down. There's the top lightweights ESPN is showing. Jojo Diaz is over a Golden Boy, so I don't want to say his name. And Rolly is with PBC. So I'm talking about fights that can happen in the realistic fights in the Top Rank banner of fights that they can have. You know, like Rolly ain't gonna happen, Isaac Cruz ain't gonna happen, Ryan Garcia ain't gonna happen, Michelle Rivera ain't gonna happen, Jezreel Corrales ain't gonna happen. We're talking about next. Those fights ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna happen next. You know? But I'm exhausted. I got to get up out of here because tomorrow we got a busy day. We're going to be here covering 2 cards, and we're going to be streaming during the main event of Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker, which is also going to be on ESPN Plus. That card starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. With co-featured by Amanda Serrano and Sarah Mahfood. Over on the Zone, you're going to have Maxie Hughes taking on Barry Galahad, and Hannah Rankin taking on Terry Harper taking on Hannah Rankin. He already beat Jeremiah Nakatila, remember? And that win is aging like really, really well. Damn, Robson Conceicao going to the motherfucking hospital. Damn, bro. Well, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. I gotta go get away from this computer and go sit down somewhere. I've been painting and doing all kind of shit since early this morning. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, T-Street Controversy. The links to my social media are right down below in the description box. The Zone and ESPN for the fights tomorrow. Midday cards here in the States because they're happening over in the UK.